Hello, guys. I'm Shravan, and I wanted to talk to you. It's around 4:30 in the morning, and I've just arrived from my office and wanted to have a conversation with you. If I may say, I wanted to shoot a video because conversation is always two ways, and in video, of course, I'll be talking to you, so it will be a monologue. Okay. So I wanted to discuss few things like I about my journey so far. I'm First of all, I'm BCom graduate. I did my schooling from government schools in Delhi. Schools. Why I'm saying schools because till 10th till 5th studied in one school, and till 10th I changed my schools and I did it from there. And 11th and 12th I did from another school, and I did my graduation not so good. I mean, I didn't do well in my studies at all, and I did BCom pass, which is normal thing in Delhi these days. I couldn't clear it with even 50% marks, so I was so bad at that. So the point is, then I started working on my like competitive skills. Like I started taking examinations. I started preparing for government examinations. I got this idea from my elder brother, within our family. He's my cousin and he's BIPO right now, and inspired in many ways. Like he got a government job those days. Even today, government job matters a lot. If you get a government job, you find yourself settled. Your life will be settled, and you can go on with your life. I mean, these are the stereotypes of our social. I mean, our society, and that is what kept us engaged in it. And when I first took my examination, because after completing my graduation, it took me around 4.5 years to complete my graduation. I was so bad at that. I was that bad in my studies. So it took me around 4.5 years to complete my graduation. Then on, I started preparing for banking examination because my brother, my cousin, was a banker. He got selected for SBI's, clerk, and now he's a PO and earning handsomely. Although the pressure is something different, no, we can make a different video on that. It's a story of many bankers. They are not getting talked much, and they're not being discussed their lives. Okay, let's get back to the topic that I was sharing my things to you. I completed my graduation in 2013, and then on I started preparing for government examination. I first cleared the pre of IBPS. It means it stands for Indian Institute of Banking Personnel, if I'm not wrong. Maybe wrong, it's been so long. Okay, in Institute of, oh sorry, Institute of Bank and Personnel Selection. Yeah, Oh my god, I got zoned out. Yeah, it is Institute of Banking and Personnel Selection. Yeah. So it started taking examination in 2013, and if I'm not wrong, maybe 2012 or 13. Yeah. It what it did is it brought all the banks and their recruitment seats under the single umbrella, and it took single examination for all of those banks, and for, I mean, different posts, clerks, POs and SOs, etc. And there were huge number of vacancies in first 2 3 years, and it was 2014 when I appeared first for the exam, and I got cleared. I got cleared, but then I couldn't clear the mains examination because there were two levels. The first one was pre, and the second one was mains. I cleared pre-examination, but I couldn't clear the mains examination, and the same story remained for next 5 or 6 years. I even took around six, 5 or 6 interviews in IBPS, like for IBPS POs, but couldn't get finalized. Couldn't find seat or my roll number in the final list. So I kept on doing that. I also started, preparing for taking examination. I was not seriously preparing for SSC, and when I was preparing for banking examination, it is considered one of the most difficult papers examination that you take. I mean, general competition level, the banking reasoning and mathematics is considered something. It has some weightage. And when it comes to SSC, its mathematics then had some weightage, and GK. Otherwise, other stuffs were quite easy and normal, and we were able to, crack that the pre level again. We start clearing the pre of SSC, CGL, and CHSL. They were, CHSL is for the examination taken for 12th level recruitment, and the CGL is the examination taken for the graduation level examination. So I took the examination, many examinations I took, and was able to through the first and the second, maybe in the mains as well. I cracked multiple mains examination SSC, but couldn't find a spot in the final list. So that was again the same problem as I was facing it in my banking space. And then came 2020. Even before 2020, it was really bad for us, our family background. I forgot to tell you about my family background. I come from really humble background. My family is, my father was earning that day, and really really meager amount he was able to make, but we were quite, satisfied within the income, whatever he brought. We were able to manage it. We You can say that we were able to I was managing it somehow and was also taking tuitions then, but not that much of tuitions. I didn't earn that much, in only 5 or 6 thousand maybe. Yeah, that at max 5 or 6 thousand, not more than that, and that didn't help. But my expenses were getting covered, so that was one thing that I was doing it for. Also, I kept on myself engaged in studies that way. Again, let's come to 2020 when Corona hit, and that we didn't have any other source of income available when Corona hit. My father lost his job, and we were sitting home, and you know, I cannot tell you the what was the situation then. It was, I don't want to even remember that, but no, that is, those are the times when you remember them, you remain grounded. Although I've not even achieved today anything significant, but you know, yeah, at that level, if I compare from that level, I'm at least earning right now something. I'm doing a job. I have a job, and I've been doing it for my family and myself. Okay, so then I, after the first, uh, like, what do you call it? The first uh, epidemic hit that when completed, it was all mayhem around. That everyone was so busy in, getting recovered. They were so busy in, uh, I should not say busy in. They were, lot more worried about, even I was, worried about my life, my family's life, because the kind of virus that was, you cannot survive even at home, because you cannot get disconnected from outside. You have to buy things from third person outside and stuffs, so you cannot cut yourself completely. So everyone was busy in, saving their lives, and these studies and other stuffs took this back seat, and I was, again, whatever tuitions I was taking, it all gone. It was all gone, because again, tuition was no more a concern. There was larger issues that was, in our before us, so we had to, face that. In 2030, later, I mean, towards the end of 2020, I took a virtual interview, and I got selected in one of the, uh, I mean, you can call it a call center. uh, yeah, I got selected. I got a job there because I was trying to get a job very desperately those days, because of the conditions of our house, and no one was there to earn. We were getting short on our money. We were living on our savings, which was so meager. Then I remember when I got the first salary, my mother, distributed sweets all around, and that was the day I cannot remember. I cannot forget. I'm so sorry. I cannot forget. That is memorable to me. It's gone down in my memory lane. Then I worked there for 2 years, and it was all work from home. And then I got selected I mean, in a brand organization. It was a great organization. It is a great organization because I'm still working in that. It's been 3 years now. And I had lots of things at hand to do. There was my sister's marriage that was pending before. Uh, you know, my sister's wedding was. We were so concerned about it, and it was all depending on my job and everything. I couldn't secure any government job, but I had to do, I do it. I had to discharge my duties and help my family to, complete this social thing. And it was getting late for my sister as well as me. Then I, started taking. Then I, started doing job and then kept on doing with that. Meanwhile, in 2016, I joined Accenture, and I left it after, doing job for 6 months for a government job as BIPO. I thought that I would prepare it so hard and I will make it. But unfortunately, this decision turned out to be a disaster for me because, uh, you know, mm, uh, not only I was failing the examination continuously, I was not even able to earn money for my, like, to cover my expenses, daily spendings. So it's something that was, worrying me a lot. Yeah, that was to give you the idea of my background. And then when I joined that organization, I don't want to take the names of the organization. I don't know if it is allowed, or maybe some technical issues are there, the legal issues are there. So I'm not taking names of it, but the organization that I'm working in is so great. You can see the videos of the organization. I mean, that is great. So dreams of people, I mean, the dreams of the youth is that they work in that organization. I mean, it is that level. Okay, then, I am here and still working in it and looking for change. Well, let's see if I find some other prominent organization to work with, and depends upon my skills as well, how many interviews I clear. It also depends on that. Let's see how it goes on. So it was all my journey so far. um, it was just to, wanted to make you aware of it, just to share with you, not to make you aware. It's to share with you. Thank you so much for watching me till here and taking interest in it. I'll be back soon with a new story of my life. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great day.